Hi students, this is English medium science. Actually it is in grade 10 subject, but this is helpful for GCE O level students also. The unit 1 in grade 10, chemical basis of life. That chemical basis of life mean there are so many chemical compounds available in our environment. Not only the environment, each and every organism also consists chemical compound. And examples, in my body I have proteins, carbohydrate, bones and skins and organs, so everything is there. So each and every organ constructed by certain metals which are chemicals, right? Here in this chapter we are going to study the structure of the body which are made by what kind of chemicals. So examples, in the screen you can say there are only 25 elements in living body out of 92 elements present in nature. You know that in the scientists about 150 elements have found, but in the nature there are 92 elements available. Others are artificially they have find out or something which is not available, but 92 elements available in our environment out of 25, right, available in the human body. Especially carbon, hydrogen, oxygen CHO and nitrogen N, which are the main elements help to construct the body, mean the living body. Here they are present in different location in body in different forms. The most common 4 elements living body are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. Other than about sulfur, phosphate, sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium, iron, chlorine are essential for survival of organisms. So which is indicating you our environment, right? This is our environment, birds and living beings, especially living beings, right? Human also we have indicating, right? We are indicating the human also, human body. But all these kind of elements, all these kind of living beings constructed by elements. Elements mean C, H, O, N, P, Ca, Na, K. There are a lot of this is about have find out 115, but 92 available in nature. Available in nature. Out of 25 available in human body, available in living beings, body of living. So, but especially there are 4 elements, especially there are 4 elements, especially C, H, O, N, mainly constructed the body, right? Here the first questions they have asking, how many elements presented in nature? About 92 elements presented in nature. How many elements have found in living body? About, they already set it here, 25. So 25 elements available in the living body. What are the 4 elements which are mostly available in living beings? That mean most element mean C, H, O, N. These are the right important 4 elements constructed the body. So next one, right, according to the mass of the body in the human, they have find out the amount of elements. Amount of elements means how much of that carbon available, how much of oxygen available, how much of nitrogen available. So I already said it you, there are 4 elements important to construct our body mainly there are 4 elements. So after that they are going to analyzing how much of mass of carbon available, how much of mass of hydrogen available. So according to that, after that they have drawn as a pie chart. You can see here the pie chart. What is they mention this blue color, this is the most part, right? That means about 65% have found as oxygen. The relative atomic mass also 16. So which is very, when compared with 4 elements, the highest mass of that oxygen. And into the body, this is this pie chart drawn from the human body. How much of these 4 elements available in the human body, right? So according to that, they have find out about 65% more part of the body consists oxygen. Say that is the reason I would like to explain through the examples. So the example is C6H12O6. Everyone know what is this is glucose. If you like to find out the mass of the carbon, 6 times of carbon with 12. 12 mean we already studied what is the relative atomic mass is 16 and 12. So this is 12, right? We can study clearly, right? See, when you consider the glucose, the 12 is here. After that, we can find out that mass of hydrogen, that means about 12 hydrogens available, and the amount of hydrogen is 1. So that is 1. Next one, that is oxygen. 6 times of oxygen, that means 6 times of oxygen. Oxygen there are 16. So 16 will come here. So you can 6 into 16. This 12 into 1. 6 into 12. Right? So the relative atomic mass indicated in green color in each one. After that we calculate the amount of carbon, the mass of the carbon, that is 72. This is 12. This is about 96. So this is the first one according to the mass of the glucose. So what elements have find out? That is oxygen. Oxygen is the first one because the amount is 96. So into the graph also indicating the oxygen 65%. That means the more amount. So when you consider the molecules of glucose also, the oxygen amount of oxygen is very high. After the second one, we can find out that 72. The second element, that is carbon. When you consider the mass of glucose, we can find out the mass of oxygen and carbon. Oxygen is the most mass elements. It's the second one, that carbon 72. So here also we have find out the carbon 18%. So this is the first, this is second. Third one, this is third according to the mass of human body. But here normally when we are considering the amount of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen in the oxygen molecules, that also ensure whether the oxygen is the highest mass and second one as the carbon, right? Then third one hydrogen, fourth one nitrogen. You know that our body constructed, when you see the body, that bone with muscles are there. So mostly the muscles constructed by proteins, right? Water also there, but constructed by the proteins. So according to that, the protein also consists nitrogen. Protein consists nitrogen, but carbohydrate don't have nitrogen. Lipids don't have nitrogen. Only the protein and DNA have nitrogen. Therefore, nitrogen also involved, or especially involved in the construction of the body. But when you compare with other mass of the elements, especially such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, the amount of nitrogen is less amount, right? Very less, right? So here it is indicating that. After that, we will come to these questions. What is the questions? Which of the given answer indicate the mass of elements descending order? Actually they don't give it the answer, but we can find out the answer from the first answer CHON, second answer ONCH, third answer OCHN, fourth answer HCON. So now which of the given answer indicate mass of the elements in descending order in human body? According to this pie chart, you can find out the most available descending order is going to reduce the mass. So this is 65% oxygen, and carbon 18% according to the pie chart. Then hydrogen about 10%, nitrogen carbon, hydrogen, then nitrogen about 3%. So what is the answer? We have find out. This is the answer, right? So we will go to the next slide. Chemical compounds. This is very, very important one, right? There are so many chemicals, compound have find out in our body. So many compounds, but especially the scientists, they are going to classify it, because when they are going to classify the substance or anywhere, that is easy to study. Help us to, what is that easy to study? If you grouping, if you make the classification, classify the substances, which is help to study easily. Therefore the scientists also, they are dividing the compound in two groups. What are they? Organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds mean the substance which contain carbon is known as organic substance. The substance which contain carbon known as organic substance. The substance which don't have carbon, that is inorganic compound. Have carbon, have not carbon. That means have carbon, the substance which have carbon, organic compound. So organic compound mean it has carbon. Examples, right? The minerals, oils, say kerosene oil, petrol, diesel, tar, grease, plastic, polythene, so that kind of oils. Then after that, plastic, polythene, those are organic compound, some kind of alcohol, ether. Then not only that, glucose, that food also, right? Carbohydrate, protein, lipids also under the organic compounds. Say I can, the compound which can classified as organic compound and inorganic compound. Right? Organic compound, say mineral oils, say petrol, diesel, so many, the kerosene oil, these are the mineral oils. I got it. The second, you know, the polythene, plastics, these are organic compounds. And third one, say so many things, yeast, alcohol, and in the body, the living beings have find out the biological molecules, biomolecules. Biomolecules mean they are especially carbohydrate and proteins also, and third one lipids, fourth one nucleic acids. Those also have find out the biomolecules. Inorganic compounds, examples, oxides and chloride, right? Oxide, chloride, and that means sodium chloride, sodium oxide, sodium chloride, potassium hydroxide, potassium carbonate. So you can find out the elements without carbon in the periodic table. They can make it several salts, right? Salt. Those are under inorganic substance. So example for organic substance, you can say food, that mean without salt, that means the protein, carbohydrate, lipids and nucleic acid also included in organic compound, especially the proteins, carbohydrate, lipids and nucleotide called biomolecules. Then mineral oils, what is kerosene oil, petrol, diesel, tar, those kind of substances also included in organic compound, right? Inorganic compound, metallic oxide, say metallic oxide mean aluminium oxide, sodium oxide, iron oxide, copper oxide, those are the oxides. Not only the metallic oxide, non-metallic oxides, say sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide, sulfur, nitrogen, also the non-metallic oxide. Those are included in the inorganic substances, right? Most of the salt, sodium chloride, so potassium chloride, right? Magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate, sodium sulfate, those kind of chemical substances are included in inorganic substance. But exception is there. Exception means something different from that organic compound. Say example, we already studied what is the substance which contain carbon is organic compound. The substance which don't have carbon is inorganic compound. But when we study the inorganic compound, we have find out carbon dioxide. But that time you may ask, what is carbon dioxide? Consist carbon. But you already said it, what is the substance which have carbon, organic substance. But carbon dioxide included here. Not only carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide also included. Then sodium bicarbonate, potassium bicarbonate. When you write the simple, right, you may see that sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and what is magnesium carbonate, which is consist carbon. Say example, in the simple, say organic compound C2H5OH, right, that carbon is here, CH3 COOH, acetic acid. Sometime say this is organic substance. Inorganic substance mean inorganic substance. Inorganic substance which is consist without carbon, say sodium chloride, potassium chloride, sodium oxide, copper sulfate, say so many etc. But especially we have find out the substance CO2, but which is included in inorganic, but it has carbon. It has carbon, right? It has carbon. Not only carbon monoxide, that also contain carbon, right? Then say sodium carbonate, CO3. So you may observe what is this carbon is here, carbon, but it is included in inorganic. These are the substance exception, right? So here you can see the questions now. Give two groups of chemicals compound which have built up living matters, that is living matters they have find out what is organic and inorganic substance. What is organic compound? What is organic compound mean? We can say that substance consists carbon, organic. Write 5 examples for inorganic compound. Example for inorganic compound. So sodium chloride, potassium chloride, salt, most of the salt, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide also included. Then write 5 examples for organic compound. Organic compound mean food, proteins, carbohydrate, lipids, right? Vitamin also included in this. Give 4 examples for inorganic chemical compounds which have carbon, right? 4 examples. Say sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide also can included here, right? We already studied this. Then we will go to the next slide, chemical basis of life. That means that organic compounds that build up of living body, living matters are known as biomolecules, the organic compound. So our body also consists organic and inorganic compound. But we are finding that compound, the organic compound also to build that our body. So that is called biomolecules. The organic matters which are helped to build up our body, that is called biomolecules. Say example, protein, carbohydrate, lipids and nucleic acid. You can find out. There are considered the main types of biomolecules instead of these 4, what is carbohydrate, proteins, lipids and nucleic acid. List organic compound which have need built to living matters. Yes, the answer will come here. Write an organic chemical compound which find out in vegetables and fruits. Actually organic compounds available here, and especially we can find out vitamins also, right? Vitamins also included in the organic compounds, right? Now see, there are so many elements, right, help to construct our body. We already studied there are 4 elements are mostly involved in that constructing in the body, but that other elements that also have find out in various part of our body. Examples, I will draw a diagram for human body, right. So our human body, have organs. Say example, we have a system. What system? Digesting system, right. The digesting systems which contain esophagus and stomach and several, right, other organs which are such as small intestine, large intestine and rectum, anus. Not only that, we are finding that liver also. Then we have find out some special organ, that is kidney. Right, that is renal system. Then our body, we have find out brain, right, that means brain, cerebellum, right, and medulla oblongata and spinal cord, that is brain. And we have specially the respiratory organs. It consists lungs, right. Then specially we can indicate as in the neck region we are finding the thyroid gland. So many glands available in our body, you know, the pancreas glands also there. So many glands are here. Now I just draw the diagram for human body to explain that. Here you can observe the oxygen. We already studied oxygen. All fluid mean, you know, the fluid FLUIDS, fluid have H2O, right. That means maybe blood or other tissue fluid, right, that is H2O. So H2O contain oxygen, therefore this oxygens can be available in the tissues. Then bones, we already, right, studied the human body. We have a bone, special bones. We have a bones. Here that is hand also, specially it has a special bones. Not only the bones which have muscles also, muscles also here, right, muscles. Now the tissues mean blood also tissue, and we can find out that what is blood also tissue and muscles also tissue. Bones also tissue. Why? Bones or the tissues mean group of cells. Then muscles also contain proteins. So in the human body we are finding oxygen in various part of the organ. Then carbon everywhere in the body. You know that we already studied the carbon everywhere in the body mean each and everywhere you can find out proteins. Each and everywhere you can find out carbon. Say when you take the hair, it also contains proteins. So carbon, so that means carbohydrate, proteins, lipids, all these kind of biomolecules consist carbon. Therefore whole body consists carbon. Then the hydrogen also available in the H2O molecules. right, in various part of the body we can find out. That is the reason they have mentioned the fluid. Here the fluids, all kind of fluids, H2O, that means hydrogen and fluids and oxygen is there. Tissues and bones and proteins. Here tissues, here also tissues, here also bones and proteins. Why do they mention here? They are focusing on H2O. Then nitrogen, all fluids and tissues and proteins. You know that when you take the fluid from the body, definitely it should be contain certain amount of proteins, certain amount of carbohydrate is there, because the damages cells. Say when you consider the cell membrane also consists carbohydrate, proteins, lipids there. Therefore the carbon and nitrogen and oxygens are available on in this fluids and tissues and proteins. Then calcium, especially the brain, right, especially the calcium, it's consists in brain, lungs, liver and heart, right. Heart also we forgot to draw this. In our heart is here. Then thyroid gland is here. Muscles, bones. Then enzymes, potassium is enzymes we will study enzymes later, because that is going to encouraging the chemical reactions, biological mean that the metabolic chemical reactions is going to encourage by the catalyze. That means such as enzyme as a catalyze, which is help to encourage the increase the rate of chemical reactions. So the biological catalyze called such as enzymes. So the enzymes also having potassium. The sulfur is find out in the proteins, that means the muscles also having protein. Sodium, all fluids and tissues. You know the sapo crush of the muscles, you can find out the liquid that may be salty taste. When sweating you have find out the salty taste. Why? The salty taste means it contains salt such as sodium chloride, therefore sodium is there. Then magnesium, brain, lungs, kidneys and thyroid gland and muscles which have find out. And chlorine, skin, surface of the skin, right, the surface of the body, that is skin. And hemoglobin is special protein which is available in the red blood cells. The hemoglobin very essential substance, essential pigment in the blood which is available in the red blood cells. Mostly it is help to transport oxygen from the surface of lungs to cell, right. If you don't have sufficient hemoglobin, you will be tired you will be fatigued. What is when you are hard work, that time your body need more energy. If you don't have sufficient hemoglobin, the transporting of oxygen is going to affect by lack of hemoglobin. Anyway, we will study later, because most of the patients have find out, anemia patients, they have find out, most of the anemia patients they have find out by lack of hemoglobin. Anyway, iodine also, especially thyroid gland, the neck region it has a thyroid glands depend on iodine, right. So according to that elements we have understand what is the elements other than the CHON, those kind of elements also important to processing to constructing our body. Then carbohydrate, this is the most abundant organic compound on earth. The producing during the photosynthesis, green plant, potato, sweet potato, grain sugar, flour, some of the examples of food which contain carbohydrate. That means we already studied what is the solar power, right. Solar, give solar energy. After that what? the plants which have produced food, how they inhale through the stomata carbon dioxide, then they take water from the soil and they have produced C6H12O6, that is main product of the photosynthesis. Then the byproduct is exhale oxygen. So if you consider the equation for photosynthesis, you can find out 6CO2 6H2O, 6CO2 with 6H2O, aroma sunlight, right, with chlorophyll, they can produce C6H12O6, that glucose with oxygen, right. So here carbohydrate, the glucose is converted, glucose can be converted in various form, right, made like a starch, 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 which is find out as a carbohydrate. This find out as a carbohydrate. So mainly carbohydrate produced through the photosynthesis, right, that called photosynthesis. Right, this is the most abundant organic compound, mean most of the vast area, we have find out vast area, there are the plant which can produce carbohydrate through the photosynthesis. Then the main elements of compositions, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. We know that C6H12O6 mean glucose. C6H12O6 mean glucose. That carbon, hydrogen, oxygens which are available in the glucose. So there are some questions. Write an equation for photosynthesis. Give some example for. We can write it the answer for this. And give some examples for food which contain starch. They are mentioned here: sweet potato, grain, sugar and flour. So sweet potato consists starch, potato consists starch, bread, so you know the bread consists, biscuit consists, so pittu, idiappa, idli. So those kind of food items made by flour, wheat flour. So wheat flour also mainly consists carbohydrate. So that is the answer. What are the key elements available in the carbohydrate? So carbohydrate we already studied: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. So next slide. Carbohydrate can be classified by there are three groups. What are they? Monosaccharide, disaccharide, right, and polysaccharide. Monosaccharide mono mean one. So which have find out glucose, fructose, galactose, right. Glucose we already studied. Fructose also same simple. What is C6H12O6? But actually those substances, under the monosaccharide we can find out three substances: glucose, fructose, galactose. But the symbol is same, but those kind of substance showing different kind of features. How it is possible? The same symbol, same amount of carbon, same amount of hydrogen, same amount of oxygen, but they shown as different features due to the structure of the chemical structure. They have a carbon, but they are the structure. Sometimes you can find out like a chain structure, sometimes the circle structure, right, sometimes the branches structure. Say examples: carbon like this formation, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Another carbon that different from this carbon and this carbon, there are different carbons, 1 2 3 4 5. So one carbon is excess here, okay. So different kind of structure may be shown. Therefore we have find out the different features of the monosaccharide. So you should know the examples for disaccharide: maltose, sucrose, lactose. Here starch, cellulose and glycogen. Those are the polysaccharide, right. So now the students, you can understand, right, in this chapter we are explaining what is the constructing our body, what are the substances are there, what examples for organic compound and inorganic compound, what are the substances considered as the biomolecules. After that, carbohydrate, the main carbohydrate actually in the world or global, it's produced by photosynthesis. The main product of photosynthesis is oxygen. Main product of photosynthesis is glucose. Right, main product of photosynthesis is glucose. Glucose made different kind of carbohydrate, especially, right? So it can be changed as monosaccharide or disaccharide or polysaccharide. Glucose monosaccharide can make disaccharide or polysaccharide. So the basic structural unit is considered as monosaccharide for other carbohydrate. Say example, when you eat starch, it will digest as again glucose. This is happen in your digestion system, but glucose can be changed as starch in the plant. You know, the underground stem as a potato, it consists starch. So the leaf produce glucose, but it is saved as starch in the potato. So what I like to say, monosaccharide is the basic simplest sugar, that is called monosaccharide, basic sweet taste. Okay, the carbohydrate can be classified monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide. So under the monosaccharide, glucose, fructose, galactose. Disaccharide, maltose, sucrose, lactose. Polysaccharide, starch, cellulose and glycogen. We will study about monosaccharide. Monosaccharide is the structural unit of carbohydrate. We already studied this. Monosaccharide is the structural unit. Structural unit mean, structure mean you know the constructing. So structural unit of carbohydrate. Say that is the reason I would like to explain through the diagram what is the leaves. Leaves can produce glucose, right? It can be produce glucose, C6H12O6. When it's carried through the stem, especially we have find out the phylum of the stem. Phylum of the stem especially that is the phylum mean that's a canal, like, right, which is spread through the liver. Especially it is carried as formation of sucrose. Then that sucrose store it under the underground stem as a potato, like when you find out, it will reach to the storage food. So we have find out in the storage as starch. We have find out a storage as starch, right? So now we can indicate that this is monosaccharide. This is disaccharide. What is sucrose? This is polysaccharide. So three kind of carbohydrate can be easily understand: monosaccharide, disaccharide and polysaccharide. Actually the structural unit is what? Structural unit is what? This is glucose. This is the main part. Monosaccharide is the structural unit. So here we have mentioned monosaccharide. Monosaccharide is constructing structural unit of carbohydrate. They are commonly known as simple sugar because that is simple sugar. Right? They are crystal shape. You know, crystal shape means the sharp edges are there. Crystals. You know the sodium chloride as a crystal format. So these kind of sugar have find out crystals. So under the microscope you can find out the glucose also have shown as crystal shape. Anyway, the crystal shaped generally sweet and water soluble. Actually, when you all participate the sports meet, we can remember, right? When we participate the sports meet, we can remember our team leader have issued glucose powder. When we participate the sports meet, our team leader have given glucose powder. Why do they given glucose powder? Right? Why do they given glucose powder? So the reason is the person who is going to run, what happened? The energy, he need energy. He need energy. Right? So when he eat glucose, C6H12O6, when he eat glucose, the glucose will absorb quickly because it is soluble substance. It is soluble substance. Everywhere it can carried by the blood capillaries. Not necessary to go to the digesting system for to change as another formation of the chemicals. Say such as if he eat starch, right? If he eat starch, it need to go through the digesting system and take time to change as glucose, because in our digesting system it change as glucose C6H12O6, right? It take time. But if we eat glucose, it can absorb quickly and everywhere it can pass through the bloodstream and have used as to produce energy. So they have mentioned here sweet taste and water soluble glucose, fructose, galactose are examples for monosaccharide. So if not soluble, say if don't get soluble in the saliva, it don't want absorb. You know that when we eat rice, it don't absorb directly because that is starch, insoluble substance. It should be changed as soluble substance. What is that called? Glucose. So we are studying the monosaccharide. Monosaccharide is can soluble. So give some example for simple sugar and monosaccharide, right? Or monosaccharide, we can say fructose, glucose and galactose. List of the monosaccharide, that also same, glucose, fructose, galactose. List some common features of monosaccharide. We already studied sweet taste, water soluble, and mostly we are using the crystal shape, and mostly we are using to producing energy, right? Then glucose, ripened fruits, bee honey. Ripened fruits and bee honey. Ripened fruits mean, right, the fruits, any kind of fruits, right? Banana or mostly the ripened fruits we should indicate, right? So the ripened fruits having this one, and bee honey, right? and bee honey also consists, right, bee honey we can find out the bee here, we can take it the bee honey, that is consists glucose. End product of during hydrolysis. What is hydrolysis? Because this is say glucose molecules, say another glucose molecules, this is called glucose, C6H12O6, this also glucose, C6H12O6. So when they combine between them or together and make monodisaccharide, if they most of the say number of glucose, if they participate to constructing the starch, that is starch, right, the very basic structural unit of glucose, that glucose basic structure, it can produce starch. When they produce starch, it should be release water molecules, right. They said end product during the hydrolysis of all starch, right, this is, but it should be release water. When converted glucose to starch, it should be release water. Again when we change starch to glucose, we have to give water. That means through the enzymes processes, anyway, we can take starch through the hydrolysis. This is hydrolysis. Hydro mean water, right? Hydro mean water. Then this one. We will study briefly in next class. Enjoy students. Thank you very much.